Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Derri and this is Derri's Diary. If you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you're giving this video a thumbs up and always comment down below if you have any questions, suggestions, or comments. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get into today's video. First, I'm going to start off with a little quick overview of October, and then we're going to jump right into November's budget. So as you all know, we are following Dave Ramsey's baby steps, and Rachel Cruz, who is Dave Ramsey's daughter, she did state that it takes about 3 months for a family to get into the rhythm of a budget. So October 2019, it was definitely our second month of budgeting, and we're definitely still trying to work out the kinks. For one, my husband thought that it would be smart to put all of his cash from his envelopes into his bank account in his separate checking account and use his debit card. That was the first mistake. I know he definitely spent more than $100 on eating out last month. 2, we did have to plan for our fence, our tree that fell over. So we did have to budget for that. Otherwise, we really didn't have too many problems. My husband using his debit card really kind of messed up things for a minute, but we finally got everything back on track towards the end of the month when we figured out where the money was going. But I told him that for November, he has to use his cash envelopes. Like, don't try to beat the system, because using your debit card defeats the purpose. I mean, that's why we use the cash. I use my cash for everything now. I don't like using cash. I hate using cash. I hate carrying cash. But I'm not even gonna lie, using the cash has definitely helped me reduce my spending by a lot, because I am a big swiper. I swipe, order online. I love online ordering stuff. And you know, I love buying workout clothes. So using the cash has definitely limited my workout clothing spending. Yeah, it has. So next month, we're going to work on my husband using only his cash envelopes, and we're going to try to constrict the budget a little bit. Also in October, my husband forgot about a student loan that he had. So he had this one student loan from where he went to like a little technical college for like a few months. And he only had to pay that one every 3 months, and it's like $80 every 3 months. So that one didn't bill until October, so he forgot about that completely in September. So that's going to be adding to our debt snowball. So in my previous videos, I told you we were trying to pay off debts 1, 2, and 3 because we had a total of 7. And now we have a total of 8. So we're going to have to move his little student loan up to the top of the list because it was only $2,700. So I feel that we should still be able to meet our goal of paying off the original 1, 2, and 3. I believe that even though we have found out about this new $2,700 bill or debt, that we will still be able to meet our goal of January to pay off now 1, 2, 3, and 4. To do that really quick, I'm going to go to the overhead camera and show you all how October went for us, and then we'll get into November. Alrighty guys, so here is our October budget that I wrote for you all last month. And basically our water was not $40. It ended up being $107, which is freaking $60 more than what it should have been. But when we were in Vegas, my husband's brother came to feed the dogs, and he left the water on for 2 days in a row. So he left the outside water on running for 2 whole days. So yeah, our water bill went to $107. Now, we had originally budgeted for our utilities to be $160, but our utilities actually ended up being only $97. So we saved a little bit. We saved about $70 here, and we went up about $60 here. So once again, that kind of balances each other out. Everything else was as stated. So quickly, I'll go ahead and add up what we really spent. Okay, so our total spending actually ended up being $4,862.06, and that's only off by about, that's a little less, it's $2 off. So then we spent down here, I'm showing the $306 that we spent on the fence. So we spent $306 repairing the fence, and we did all of the work ourselves. So we really saved a lot. Now we still have to fix the back portion of the fence, and my husband estimates that it's going to be about $20 to buy a new pole. But you know how men do, they kind of underestimate a lot of things. So I'm still going to budget $200 for that in November. So with the $306 and the amount we spent, our total expenses ended up being $5,168.29. So that is less than $5,564. So thankfully we didn't have to spend $700 on the fence. And then I had originally budgeted that we were gonna pay we were gonna have $1,659 left for our snowball, but we ended up having about $2,000 left over. So we did $1,700, which I have already wrote right here. We did $1,700 towards the snowball, and then we did $300 towards Christmas. So that was that. And yeah. So something new I did for this month was I made myself a budget planner. So this is my little budget planner. So I made these little sheets, and then on the inside, I have made my own little template. So we have our monthly expenses on one side of the sheet, and then on the other side of the sheet, we have the debt snowball. So I'm going to be using these sheets this month just to see how well it goes. And I thought it would be kind of cute and have everything all in one place. Alrighty, so like I said, I made this new little budget planner. I have the cute little flower detail. So I opened the book up, and there's the monthly expenses on this side of the sheet. And then, like I said, on the back side, we have the debt snowball progress. And that way I can keep up with everything in one place and know how well we're progressing each month. And I made these sheets particularly for my family. So up here we have our first half of the month expenses and our cash envelopes. And then we have what comes out of my account, my husband's account, and then we have our second half of the month expenses and cash envelopes. So I don't know why I did not put a total area on here somewhere, but I will just write that in for now because I've already printed like 20 of these sheets and I don't want them to go to waste. That would be wasting money, and we're all about saving. So I will just improvise. So let's go ahead and get started. So we're gonna do the month of November 2019, and we're going to start off with what comes out of our beginning of the month expenses. And so we also have a paid column where we can just check that off once we have paid it. So of course we're going to start with the mortgage, which is $1,153.07. Then I have a notes column where I can just write any notes in, or let's say like last month the water we did 40, but it ended up being 107. I can just write that over here at the end of the month. So internet, $36.36, which doesn't really change. Water, we're gonna try it again. We're gonna try and do $40 again for water. My husband's student loan is $235.11. Then we have our utilities, which we're gonna keep at $160. And then we're gonna move his grandmother's cell phone bill up to we're gonna move it to the beginning of the month expenses because it always comes out like super late. So it's called Great Call, and that's $62.51. All right, so then we're gonna go down to what comes out of my account and this usually, my stuff comes out at the beginning of the month because I only get paid once a month. So I have to pay our land, which we've been doing $571. Then I have to pay my gym fees, which is $18 and $34, since I still have those 2 memberships. And then my student loan, which will be $500. And then my car insurance is due this month, but I pay my car insurance for 6 months at a time, and it is actually, I guess I'm gonna write it kind of crooked so it'll fit, $647.67. I should have made that box a little bit bigger. My husband, he pays my car note out of his account, and we've been doing 1,000 on that still. His car, 604. And then his insurance, 226. Then our TV, Sling. And then his gym, and that's it. So our total expenses, I'm going to put it over here. I will just put that there after I fill the rest in. Let's see, so let's go ahead and write in our cash envelopes for the first half. So of course we do groceries. We'll start with gas actually. Gas, we'll do $220 for the first half. Then we'll do groceries, $200. We'll do eating out, $100. And we'll do giving, $150. I should have put this in, numerical order, but I didn't. We'll do dog food, $60. Fun money. So I have decided to cut our fun money for the first half of the month this time. So big zero. We're not gonna do any fun money right now. We're just gonna, see where that goes, because at the end of the month we might decide to just use the fun money for Christmas from this month, and then we'll go from there. So car maintenance, this month we normally do $100 for our car maintenance, but we're gonna do more this time because it's time for us to get our emissions testing done for our cars and get our new car tags. My tag is $55. I'm sure my husband's is probably $55 as well, just because we have the personalized tags. So instead of 100 for this month, we're gonna go ahead and do 150, and hopefully that'll take care of the emissions testing for all the cars, and then maybe my tag or his tag. And then we'll pay the rest next month, being that the tags aren't due until December. And then we have finally miscellaneous, which we will do $160, and the total for all of this is $1,040. So moving on to the second half of the month, we have my husband's personal loan. That'll be $150. And then we really don't have anything else left for the end of the month, so that's pretty good, I guess, because we moved this one up to the top here. Cash envelopes for the second half of the month will change. We're going to do for the gas, we're only going to be doing, my husband gets 120 plus I'm going to do 40, so it'll be 160 for gas. Groceries will remain the same at 200. Eating out will be at 100. Giving still at 150. We only do car maintenance in the first half of the month, so that won't be down here at the bottom. Dog food is going to be 60. I'm going to do miscellaneous first because that is going to be $160, and then for the fun money, I'm just going to leave that one blank because I'm not quite sure what we plan to do for that right now. Okay, so for our total expenses, I'm gonna add up this, and this. So let's see. Alrighty, so I get for our total expenses for the month, $5,005.72. So this is our total expense for the month, not including the cash envelope. I'm not gonna do a total for the second cash envelope because, like I said, I'm not sure about what I'm gonna do about the fun money. So we did $400 for fun money last month. We both got $200 each. So that's $400 up in the air for this. Alrighty. So those are our November expenses. We have already paid the mortgage, so that can be checked. And then the internet, that can be checked as well. Then land, that can be checked. And then car insurance, that can be checked. So I think he already paid my car note as well. I'm gonna turn over to the back, and here is that snowball side. So I'm gonna go ahead and write in November 2019. I haven't really decided if I want to write the progress like as what it is at the beginning of November, or should I write it for what's the end of November? I don't know. So I think I'm just gonna give you all these updated numbers in my November overview. Okay, so also, like I had told you guys in the last video, I had picked up that extra shift back in September. I'm finally getting paid for that shift at the end of October, which is today, the last day of October. I got that last check. So I worked about 16 hours over, and actually I thought I was gonna make about $1,000 after tax. I made like $860 after tax. Boy, they take that tax out. They taxing your girl. But I do get my tax, my W-4, I do withhold at a higher single rate instead of the married rate, because I'd rather overpay than not pay, you know what I'm saying? So I should change that to the married rate, but after I do my taxes next year, we'll decide then if it's worth it to do the withhold at a higher single rate, or, you know, do it as married. So anyways, but yeah, so I got about $860 extra from working though, like an extra shift or two. So being that I made that much money extra, I will be using that to pay my car insurance, which I said is $646.67, and that is for a 6-month period. Whatever I have left over from that will probably be what we use to go towards our Christmas fund as well. So roughly $200 left over to go towards our Christmas fund. Things to change for this month. Like I said, I'm not sure what we're gonna do with the fun money yet. I'm still deciding where we're gonna go with that. We were able to make a $1,700 debt snowball payment, and we did pay that towards my husband's new student loan that we just remembered. He only has to pay it once every 3 months, so it kind of just slipped his mind, and it was due this month. So that one is about $2,700. So we paid $1,700 towards that. So now it's about $1,000. So that will be what we definitely plan to pay off next. And we should have enough to pay that off, plus more towards loan number 2. And then we're still paying $1,000 on my car. So the way it's looking, loan number 2 and my car are gonna be like neck and neck for a minute. So our goal is still January, to have everything 1, 2, and 3, now 1, 2, 3, and 4 paid off by January. So I will keep you guys posted and let you all know how that goes. If you have any budgeting tips, tricks, or comments, leave them down below. Let me know what you all do to help you guys stay on track. I'm not gonna do the cash stuffing this time because it's really the same thing. I'm just not doing any fund money this month. So after we do the fund money this month, I definitely will do a cash stuffing for December just to show you all how it's going to change for the Christmas season. Alrighty guys, thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.